Good morning everybody, Carlos here, Sunday morning. I'm taking you on the triangle route. I'm going to try and burn 700 calories as quickly as possible today, seeing as I only need 10 minutes to close my 10-hour ring for the week. So I figured that if I went short and hard, the only extra would be more time than I needed. But now the hill has finally taken its toll. Zone 6. Minutes per kilometer so far as I go past my fourth most favorite Douglas fir tree in Mount Douglas Park on Peacock's Mountain. As I continue to hike, listening out for zone changes down from 6. Probably won't get too many, but this is the shortest and steepest of the 3 sides to the triangle, so doing it this way means that I get the longest downhill of the triangle route, which is Glendenning going down. Last week I took you on Lincoln's Up going down, and this week it's the triangles, Glendenning going down. That is the title, the official title of today's episode, as I climb still further, trying to get to the top as quickly as possible, within reason, obviously. My heart rate is already spiking. Average heart rate, 144. So that would be zone 4. Yeah, averaging out today's run, it'll probably be a zone 3 run by the time I'm done. But I'm doing it out and back today. 3 triangles should do it, but it might be less. If I get the halfway signal, I will turn from wherever I am and retrace. Hello. 2K in, and I'm still climbing. 10:29 is my glacial pace. As I come across the Sunday families. Hello.
Make sure we don't run up on the dog too fast, because otherwise you might screw. Not big or not little.
Alright, so that was about a kindergarten-size classroom of kids with parents, at least 9 or 10 kids. Alright, with all this dog fencing, basically I'm sharing my route with all the off-leash dogs on the mountain today. My entire run is going to be in the dog park. The leash optional part of the dog park. So as I approach the top of the first big climb, I'll be curious to see what my stats are before I start running back on the glory zone run back. That is the Glendenning going down business. .14k done. 10 minutes 41 is my pace as I turn the corner, heading towards the Glendenning and the top of the glory zone. Let me just check my stats.
Yeah, Alex really seemed to enjoy it.
Yeah, it was really quite lovely. Good morning.
Had a
Good.
232 calories of 700, and I've done 2k, so it's going to be about 7k by the time I'm done. But this is where the fun for me begins. I'm going to be running back all the way down Glendenning. Hopefully fully recovered from the climb. Zone 4. I had this one tagged as a Zone 3 run. .10:41 is my pace. I have to remember where to turn because it's not the usual spot. That one's all been fenced off now. I have to go all the way to the junction with the, what's it called now? Maddock Trail. And then that will take me back past Harvest Lane, which is where I came in today. I was listening to a podcast about history where they reviewed the new Odyssey, the Odyssey movie, which I believe has just been released. Timothy Nolan, I believe, who was the man who did it. Tim Nolan. As I continue my downward progress. Basically, I'm just skirting the dog area, the triangle. Hi there again. I guess I'll see the troop of kids pretty soon too. They did have dogs, so it's very likely that they'll be doing the same route as me. Zone 6 on the downhill. Might as well take a break. A walk break on a downhill. But Zone 6 is Zone 6, and my heart has just gone down to Zone 5 now. Obviously continuous running, be it downhill or on the flat, will still eventually push me into the high digits. Zone 4, finally it's coming down to normal readings. Okay, so I should be at 400 calories by the time I get to the top of the next climb. 27 minutes of moving time so far, where I take my turn to the left, following the fence line back towards Mattock Trail. Another walk break I think is in order, just because my heart is recovering. Hi. Yep. This is Mattock Trail taking me back down to the bottom of Whitaker, the Power Lines Trail, the one that I hiked all the way up on the first lap. I should be up to 3k by the time I get to the Harvest Lane turnoff. And halfway to my goal would be 350 calories. Hi there.
No.
So I'll have to keep the heart working to get this done quickly. Just heard the zone 5 on a downhill, but it was trending down. So I'll be listening out for the zone 4 very soon. I just heard it. Toning down my effort still further. So 10 minutes per kilometer is my pace since I started my run. I'm going to take another walk break because there are 3 dogs off leash, quite legally, I may add. Hello dogs. Hi there. Go that way. Yeah, this is the 3 kilometer spot. I measured it this morning on my Strava app. That's one of the other subscriptions that I am cancelling in the next year. I'm still paying, I have paid for the premium until the end of the year, and then I won't be renewing the premium. I'll let it revert back to the free version. Time for hydration. Now what would that be? That would be 30 minutes, that's right. I didn't bring any drinks today. I was planning to, but I've got my hands kind of busy with the voice recorder. I'm going to take a few photographs, and I'll probably record my trailer video on the next downhill. But I'm thinking that I might end up being halfway down the hill when it tells me that I'm halfway to my goal, which would mean that I would be debating whether to turn back and return the same way or just to push on and do another hill. Zone 3, finally. Back into the runnable heart rates. As I turn once again to the left and head up the steep Whitaker Trail. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hello. Yep. I think I missed the family. I think they made the corner before I got to the corner, the scout troop coming back on my third favorite tree of all time. Nine minutes 55 is my pace. That guy's doing what I should be doing. He's running with his dogs up the steepest part of this hill, and I'm wimping out, and so is the dog. Off he goes. So I've got to take some photographs pretty soon. But I still have a lot of climbing to do. "141 is my heart rate at this moment. As I watch the runner disappearing up ahead with his Labrador. Mind you, as I say, he is not breaking the rules. He is running with his dog in the leash optional part of this park. He is the poster boy for this park, for these triangles. I'm going to pause the audio in a second just so I can see how I'm doing. So I have 17 minutes of audio so far, and I'm just about to make my turn and head back down the glory zone, back down to the Mattock Trail off Glendenning. The telltale sound of my point and shoot camera. Let me take the first photograph of the day. And the second. I've just heard my halfway to my goal. So what do? I guess I just finish this loop, which will finish in about 300 meters, and then pull out after my next climb. Hello. Hello.
Morning.
So I heard the halfway to my goal, so I figured now is the time to record my trailer video. This is the top of hill repeat number 2, and pretty soon I'll be heading for my last climb. But I'm going to record the trailer video right here, right now, so you get a chance to relish in the glory of the forest as I point up towards the sky. This is the famous Powerline Trail, otherwise known as Whitaker. Just about to take my turn onto Glendenning, and then I'll be going down, down, down. So this is the hill repeat triangles route. Heart rate 144 on this climb. As I relish the turn for the downhill section. Still recording video. Very good. Here I am. Hello. Now I get to run downhill. That's the best part.
Did you run up that one?
Well, I hiked up it.
Hiked it. Yeah, and then just run down.
I'm hiking up this one, running down that one,
Yeah.
and run hiking that one,
Yes.
and then repeating.
Oh, good for you. I used to run these hills with my border collie, and I had 3 boys, and
Yeah.
I used to park at the bottom there and just
Glendenning?
launch them out of the car and let them run all the way up. But
Well, it's good that this is the dog designated route because we can all enjoy it now, on
Yeah.
and off leash.
yes, yeah.
Because the rest of the mountain's kind of sketchy.
Yeah, this is a little smoother. I wish they hadn't really.
It's annoying for the runners because
The
we used to
type of-
take shortcuts through the
Yes,
bushes, but that's
and-
what they try to stop.
I know, and also it's quite narrow. I worry they'd never be able to get emergency vehicles up there,
Yeah.
if there was fire, And if they'd have done that low fencing,
Yeah,
they said it was too expensive, but they could have done less fencing and
yeah,
that low.
yeah. More
wood.
aesthetic fencing than
And
this.
it would have been, right? It's beautiful, that fencing.
Yeah, the rustic poles, I think they're called.
Yes.
Rustic poles.
Posted.
Yep, that's the one. All right, slightly longer than I wanted to chat. Hi there. So this is the glory zone. They've put in a couple of benches here. This is where the magic tree used to be. I think it fell. I know it fell, but yep, it's still there. They haven't removed it. They're letting the animals and the insects do that. As I continue down Glendenning. This is where I will say bye-bye to the trailer video audience. Stay tuned for the audio episode. Bye-bye. $3.77K. And I think it was 1.43K per loop. As I continue to run downhill. Hello again. Yeah, I saw them on the upside. That's the nice thing about doing repeats. You see the same people over again. You can actually talk to them. Here's the group, the large family group. I will walk past these ones. Too many excited dogs. Hi there. Alright, that's one of the splinter groups. There should be another cluster with kids quite soon. You see, I used to be able to take a shortcut, which would have been perfect today because I could have made this last hill repeat slightly shorter than the others and stayed within my goal of getting this done within the hour, let's say. Down, down, down. 41 minutes. Minutes, 6 seconds on this lap. Hi. As I take another left turn and follow the inside fence. I will take a walk break right here, right now, and check on my audio feed. So I have about 26 minutes already recorded, so the one more he'll repeat. Add another 14 minutes to that. It's going to be over the hour, I think, by the time I'm done. But that's okay. I mean, it's only time. Time for a retired man is meaningless. Zone 3, here I go again. Oh, here's the rest of the group. They're splintered once again. As I continue, this is where I ruptured my Achilles tendon about 7 years ago. Right here. Hi. Hi. Hello. Yeah, I've seen these guys before. As I flash past the Harvest Lane turnoff, about to take my last hill climb of the day, I will say bye-bye to you all around the half-hour mark, right here, right now. Bye-bye.